Hi, each of us has personal records, like 3 goals in the final of a school tournament, but there are guys with more serious achievements that no one has surpassed yet, like towing a motor ship with your hands or a crazy stunt on a bike. However, you can get into the Guinness Book in more bizarre ways. Watch the video to the end to see the most impressive and weirdest records. Let's go. No, this is not footage from a strange garage sale, but an attempt to set an equally strange world record. Here, on the territory of one of the sports complexes in Rotterdam, the world's longest chain of bras is to appear. However, the goal of the initiator of the record, Jennifer Joliker, is more than noble: to draw attention to the problem of breast cancer. For 10 years, she and her team collected a collection of 200,000 bras, and even a storm did not stop them from telling 195,000 of them among themselves. Such dedication can only be envied. You've probably tried to get on your rear wheel at least once. Now imagine that while doing this, you still need to put your feet on the steering wheel. Oh yes, and instead of a bicycle there will be a motorcycle. Briton Johnny Davis, known as Stuntman Johnny, has proven that this is possible. Just watch how he accelerated in this position to 175 km per hour. Admit it honestly, did you imagine that someone's head could be in place of these watermelons? Judging by how easily watermelons explode under her pressure, she is capable of more. But in the meantime, Courtney has set the Guinness World Record, not only among girls, but also among men. She surpassed a result of the dude from Iran by almost 3.5 seconds. By the way, she has an 8-week training course on the destruction of watermelons. Suddenly you also want to be able to do that. If you have a jump rope, grab it to start jumping with this guy. Suddenly you will be able to beat his result. Okay, let's be honest, you didn't have much of a chance. This superhero from China is called Sen Xiaolin, and he made 228 jumps in 30 seconds. We take out the calculator, that's more than 7.5 jumps per second. Unsurprisingly, the rope in his hands was not even visible. While this guy is preparing a huge fan to destroy his brainchild, we will tell you what he did this at all. In front of you is Brian Burke from the USA, and in front of him is the largest building of playing cards in the world. Not some pathetic house, the dude built a replica of 3 popular publications in Macau. The entire structure, which took 44 days and almost 219,000 maps, was over 10 meters high and was so strong that it refused to collapse. We leave for Saudi Arabia, where they installed such a huge loop with a height of 19 meters. No, this is not the record itself. A car is really going to drive through it. It seems that the laws of physics are against, but Terry Grant thinks differently. To perform a deadly stunt, the Briton accelerated to 80 km per hour. By the way, he broke not someone's record, but his own. The word fear is not familiar to this guy at all. Look at this buddy's forearm. Impressive, aren't they? As a warm-up, he rips a deck of cards in half and then proceeds to the car license plates. In a minute, the record holder Bill Clark deals with 29 tablets. We won't be surprised if one day he gets to the cars themselves. Well, now it's finally clear who the creators of the film Hulk were inspired by. This guy pulls the ship with his hands. But what is even harder to believe? Once Dennis Najibin weighed 60 kilograms with an increase of 185 centimeters. Now this giant is moving trains, airplanes, or motor ships from the place. By the way, there were about 200 people on board. The total weight of the vessel was 55 tons. And to drag it 40 meters, the athlete took less than 1.5 minutes. have not yet said that some records are not worth trying to break. At least forget about this one. It's scary to look at this even from the outside. A sling was stretched between the two buildings in Moscow at a height of 350 meters. The Eiffel Tower, if anything, is 50 meters lower. 7 madmen from different countries walked 216 meters along it, from start to finish. What can you do not to get your name printed in the book? Then the guys in one of the Indian schools decided that they have enough people, they are more and less able to dance. It remains to arm themselves with hula hoops, and you can set a Guinness record. Do you think it's that simple? Since 2014, they have had 4 unsuccessful attempts. And only in 2018, 965 people managed to synchronize so that the record was set off. Damn it, this guy is pulling an electric train along with 5 carriages. Its weight was 274 tons. Russian bodybuilder Denis Bob moved him in 56 seconds by 484 centimeters and immediately went down in history. Next on his plans is a sea vessel. Animals can also set records. There is no need to wonder for a long time why this yak, nicknamed Jericho, was honored with lines in the Guinness Book. Yes, not one yak in the world has such long horns. In total, their length is 346.4 centimeters. And since these animals are native to Tibet, Jericho even received praise from the local monks. Some records are striking, not only in their scale, but also in their beauty. For example, this record was set in the spring in one of the Thai temples. Local monks lit 330,000 candles at the same time in honor of Earth Day. True, this is not particularly useful for the environment, but the sight is still impressive. It already feels like there will be something grand, right? We're in Jasonville, Wisconsin, where the local guys are going to do a massive jet ski run. However, now you yourself will see everything. Yes, this is the world's largest pyramid of people on water skis. 80 people lined up in this figure so that more people knew about their favorite pastime. It turns out there is such a sport. Looking at hot air balloon floating in the sky is perhaps even more enjoyable than riding them. But it turns out they do not even need to take off in order to arrange a grandiose spectacle. In Saudi Arabia, for example, 100 hot air balloon lined up over 3 kilometers to create the largest blowing show of its kind. And it looked really awesome. Thanks for watching to the end. Don't forget to subscribe not to miss many new interesting videos.